I'm gonna give you advice as someone who have been ghosted before a few times. Get over it.
How often do friends come to you for relationship advice?
So often, like being in a 5-year long distance relationship, they all think I have this all, figured out, but they're all wrong.
How good would you say you are at providing advice?
I think you guys will be a judge of that.
I started dating this guy who is kind, loving, and caring. I honestly think this relationship has potential because he's truly a good person. There is one problem though. When we first met, I told him that I was a bottom. But after bottoming for him multiple times, I asked him if he would be willing to try bottoming. To which he said, "No, that will never happen. I thought you said you were a bottom." While I do not have a problem bottoming most of the time, I am young and I would love to explore my sexuality. I fear that our relationship will not last because of my sexual curiosity. He's willing to try everything sexually except bottoming. What should I do?
Huh. Ah.
One eternity later.
I am a strong believer in, the spontaneity of the relationship. If it will happen, it will happen. However, one should not underestimate the power of the compatibility of sex in a relationship. So my advice for you, if I were you, I would get to the bottom of it. Why is he so scared of bottoming? Like, is there any bad experience in the past, or is there any thing that makes you feel ashamed of bottoming? Try to talk to him about it, and if eventually it comes to the breaking point in the relationship, I think if he really wants to continue a relationship, he should be able to compromise.
I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years now. Both of us want the same things and I see a future for us, but there's just one problem. He's very active on social media and has a lot of followers. He's also following a lot of random people on Instagram and I keep seeing him like their pics. He says he doesn't care about them and only wants to be with me, but his actions don't show that, because if so, why is he always looking at other dudes and liking their pics? That's what he says to reassure me. It still makes me very insecure and jealous. This has been a constant source of conflict between us. What should I do?
I personally think that social media should not be a problem in a relationship. For example, my boyfriend would like some guys' pictures all the time. We'll randomly chat, and sometimes I would do the same. I'm at peace with that. I understand your insecurity, but at the end of the day, if you want to continue the relationship with him, you have no other option but to trust him. And I would advise you to get off social media, stop monitoring your boyfriend's activity on that, and maybe enjoy some real world quality time with your boyfriend.
About a week ago, I matched with a great guy on Tinder and we hit it off straight away. The conversation moved to text and we started talking about meeting up soon. We decided to meet at his place to hang out and see where things go. We were both very excited about this. I called him the night before we were supposed to meet and we chatted for 2 hours. The chat went very well. I then received a text from him on the day of the meetup that he had been called into work and would no longer be able to hang out. I was sad but didn't think too much of this. The next morning, I sent him my usual morning text but he did not respond. The following day, I sent him another text but again he didn't respond and left it on read. I can see that he's active a few times a day, but he still has not looked at my messages. Did I maybe say something wrong? I really felt like he could be a long-term partner and am absolutely heartbroken to have been completely shut out. Someone please tell me what I should do.
I'm gonna give you advice as someone who have been ghosted before a few times. I understand how it affects your self-esteem and all that. There's so many reasons that guy will ghost you, and it could be, he's going through some problem at work, with his family, or, he found someone else, or reconnected with his ex, but none of that reasons has anything to do with you. Nothing that you can do. It has nothing to do with you. Get over it and focus your love and care on someone that you've already known.
I've been dating this guy for 6 months now. We're able to hold honest, mature, and open conversations about everything. Here's the dilemma. My boyfriend expressed that down the line, he would want an open relationship. He explained that he views emotional intimacy separately to sex. The problem is I don't, and that might just be because we're at different stages in our lives. To be honest, I feel kind of lost. I didn't sign up for this relationship with the expectation that this could turn into an open relationship someday. It really bothers me that my partner has a desire to sexually explore. I don't want him to compromise what he truly wants just for the sake of this relationship. Part of me feels that I'm not enough and it hurts even though I know it shouldn't. Since it's still early on, should I just let go now?
No, you should not let go now. From my personal experience, the view on open relationship, swiftly changed over time. And since it's still early for both of you, you don't know what your perspective will be in the future. Just be with him, just keep this in the back of your mind, be with him, enjoy the relationship. But when it comes to time that you have to make decision, make sure that you're affirmed and you are really okay with the decision that you've made.
When I met my boyfriend 4 years ago, our sex life was active. 4 years later, we haven't had sex for over a year. He used to ask me to skip work to him, but now, nothing. I'm worried he's cheating on me. When I bring it up, he gets extremely angry and defensive and says he is not cheating. Anyone with a thought on what the hell could be going on?
I think the sexless relationship can be just a tip of the iceberg. But one should not point a finger of blame to the partner, that he's cheating or whatnot, because that would not lead to any solutions. I think what you should do is, talk to your boyfriend, address the issue that, we haven't had sex in a year, like what do you think is happening? Try to explore his point of views, whether he's having any, stress at work, with his family. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Ask Dr. Kang. Please like, share, or subscribe to Dear Straight People, and we'll be back next week with a new video. Bye.